Hey everyone! I think y'all are getting really sick of me today. I know, I think I'm getting sick of myself today. And so, welcome in everyone. I know that a lot of people are going live. I know a lot of people have had some pop up live streams. And so, the schedule isn't quite as it normally is. So I appreciate you all. If you are watching on the replay, I am glad that you are here. I know when this is live that Meg from Mickey's Magic is live with doing a painting class. I know Pepper Tree Villa just went live. So I appreciate all be here. Maddie, Mad Life, hey, sweetie bug, how are you doing? So, in the land of Kansas, it's supposed to be spring, and it feels like fall, but I guess fall and spring are very similar, um, similar seasons. They're just reversed. So, for spring, you're going from cold temperatures into warm temperatures. So, you will have like several really cold days and then a really warm day, and then several really cold days and a warm day. Fall is the opposite. You'll have several warm days and then a cool down, and then you have several more days and then a cool down. Well, I think Kansas has gotten the season mixed up because we are having fall weather. We are having spring. We are having several cool days and then a really warm day. And we are in our um, several cool days and then a warm day. And today we're in one of our cooler days. Um, it is currently, let me pull up, um, the weather here. My handy dandy Storm Team 12. It says it's 47 and feels like 44, and it is a 90% humidity, but it's pretty chilly. I did go outside and played with some sidewalk chalk earlier in between Craft and Chat and Lord of the Rings Live. Alyssa, welcome in. Mad Life is my niece, so um, this is the first time she's been in one of my live streams. So I made a rainbow and I wrote the word hope because some of the parents are doing a rainbow scavenger hunt with their kids. They're going on walks. So I got some sidewalk chalk from my mom and I will show you what I drew. It's a small one, but I wrote, so see if it'll focus. Come on. I don't know if you can see all the different colors, but not kind of. But that's what I drew, and it's just right outside on our front sidewalk. So be watching for. Oh, here. Let's see if you can see this. Here's an up close of the rainbow. You can kind of see the. Okay, if I angle it this way, you could kind of see the different colors. You can at least see where it changes, like from green. You can see it kind of. So I did that today. And then if I turn my phone the correct way, then I will be able to turn my phone off of portrait mode. So, um, and then our flowers are trying to bloom, and I always wonder if this is the year that they're going to actually bloom. About 5 years ago, I think, we were doing some summer cleanup at my grandma's house, and we transplanted some lilacs. Um, from the backyard of my grandma's house. They were, and I brought, and we planted one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, maybe like 12 bowls along our front sidewalk. And they have never bloomed. Like the greens will come up, like, but nothing else. So I don't know. I need to look up and see how long it takes for a transplanted iris to bloom. They aren't that deep underneath, so it's not like the dirt is stifling them to come up. Um, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some research and find out exactly why my irises aren't blooming. You can like you'll be able to like you can see and like the green stems like right before flowers start coming up. That's what's there. But that's the only thing that has come up the past few years. And so that's just that I hope I always hope that one year maybe I'll get some sort of little bud. So maybe this will be the year. But the past few days, I have been working on my needlepoint. I am part of a collab with 33 other YouTube channels, and we it's called the Quarantine Craft Party, and this is the project that I'm working on. I'm almost done. I've got 5 little giraffe circles left to do, and then I will be done. And this I started Sam got this out for me on Thursday, I believe. And I worked on it Thursday. I worked on it on Friday. I worked on it a little bit yesterday. And I've been working on it today. I worked on it during Craft and Chat for 3 hours. I was going to work on it more while we chatted about Lord of the Rings, but between my computer, the internet, and StreamYards, it was driving me crazy. So that is what's going on there. There's not a whole lot going on, really. I'm kind of in a self quarantine. Um, with I have asthma, as you know, and so I am more susceptible to some of these things than other people. So I'm trying to be safe. I'm trying to be socially responsible and doing my part to keep everyone well. Last yesterday was the first time I'd been out of the house in a couple days since Tuesday, really. On Tuesday, I went with my dad up to Fort Riley and we picked up his medicine for his diabetes and we went to the commissary and got some lunch. But since then, I hadn't left the house. Really, I went to the park for a little bit because it was really nice on Thursday. But that was pretty much the extent of it. But yesterday we went over to my parents and um we played cards and we had dinner. We made spaghetti with meat sauce and had some bread and butter. We didn't do up any garlic bread, but my dad is not a huge garlic person. He he does not care for it, where Sam and I do a lot with garlic. So sometimes it's kind of interesting when we cook because we have to kind of tone down the amount of like certain seasonings that we use and then we're like, man, does this even taste right? But dad liked it and that was the main thing. So that is the positive. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I am trimming the edges on this piece because I'm almost done with it. So I trimmed off, there was some excess around the corner and the bottom. So now it's looking a little bit more finished. So just kind of trying to smooth it out a little bit without the iron. Hey, Angela. Just wanted to say hi, having dinner. Enjoy your dinner. Well, Maddie Rose, go get you something to eat. You're 12. You can fix dinner. You know how to cook. So, here you go, Maddie. For dinner, we're having leftover ham, honey glazed carrots, meatloaf. I made a meatloaf on Friday. I've started blogging along with this channel because, like, typically, like everything, we're trying to keep all of our channels positive and not talking about what's going on kind of in world events. Um, but sometimes you're just not positive. And as my friend Kenzie from Kenzie Days says, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to be sad and upset sometimes, because not everything is going to be okay. But for the most part, I think we're all trying to just stay positive and be happy. Hey, Amy with AJC Magic TV, welcome in. So, um, my blog has kind of become a place where if like things that aren't okay, kind of I write about them in the blog. I I'm I'm staring beside my computer, and Peaches is just looking up, staring at staring at me like, "Hello, I am right here. Pay attention to me." Oh, I don't want to put in the work to make. Well, then don't know what to tell you, sweet pea. Don't know what to tell yas. If you're hungry, go get food. I know you know how to do it. So it is it is just a blah day outside. Like, you can tell it's daylight, but, like, just barely. It's, like, really cloudy and really overcast, and it's kind of gotten worse, like, in the past half hour or so. I know it rained last night, and I know it rained a little bit this morning, but I'm not quite sure, if we're due in for more rain. Hey, The Adventures of Gonzo, welcome in. Glad that you are here. I'm look at the weather and see. It doesn't look like it looks like we have a 20% chance of rain tomorrow and then a 30% chance on Tuesday. But we're supposed to be in the mid to upper 60s and even into the 70s this week, with some rain and stuff. So, I mean, those are some really decent temperatures. Hopefully, maybe Sam and I can get out and go on a walk this week. One of the things that they say, oh, see, this weather is making me sleepy. Is that getting out in the sunshine and fresh air is good for you, but also still maintaining social distancing. Cricket Fox, welcome in. How are things down in Australia? How are things down in Australia? I don't know if you were on Shep's stream last night, but they were talking about kangaroos and pouches, and it was really funny. It's towards the end of the stream. So if you didn't catch it, go and watch it because you will find it really funny. Taylor with Tangled in the Magic, welcome in. Glad that you're here. I am just kind of rambling at the moment. My desk is right here at the front door, and I'm looking out the front. This overcast weather is making me yawn now. It's very dark and dreary, and it's just, um, it's just, it's sad looking outside. That's really the only thing I can think of is that it's sad looking outside. So, um, I'm this evening after the stream is over, my goal is to finish up this this piece that I'm working on so I can finish up the video and get it uploaded because I have a video for tomorrow to upload. And if you didn't see it on my Instagram, this next week is being called the Social Distance Spirit Week. Amy from AJC Magic TV has shared it. I have shared it. Um, you're shutting down. You are okay. Good. I'm glad that you guys are doing okay. Taking it a day at a time. Yeah, I think that's kind of how we all are doing it at the moment. I'm still working on my quilt. I haven't started sewing it yet, but I already know it's going to be a train wreck. Oh, Taylor, give yourself more credit than that. So like I said, this week is social distance spirit week. Tomorrow is pajama day. Tuesday is crazy sock day. Wednesday is Christmas in March. Thursday is social distance twin day. And Friday is Disney day. So if you are interested in doing that, and kind of doing something fun this week, you can find it on my Instagram. I know Amy with AJC Magic TV posted it on her Instagram. I plan, excuse me again, guys. I plan to do a video each day. So, like, Mondays will get posted on Tuesdays, Tuesdays on Wednesday, etc., etc. So, Fridays will be on Saturday. Just to, kind of give us some fun. Yes, Taylor, it is on my Instagram. My Instagram is the same as the channel, Paper, Scissors, and Vacations on mine. So you can find it on there, and definitely, share it with your friends. If you're going to participate, like I said, I'm going to be doing um, a video, and there is a hashtag social distance spirit week, and I will be using that hashtag in the description of my video. So if you plan to do a video as well, make sure to use that same hashtag so that when people click on it, people will be able to find other videos of people participating in this really fun way to kind of keep up morale, keep up our spirits. If I find more or find a different one that's a little different, I will share it. And if I don't, I may take my time to reflect or time to research and maybe find and create my own, because I mean we were all in high school once. My niece is getting there. We can all kind of figure out, okay, Monday can be Hawaiian day and Tuesday, and we can have all these different morale boosting days um to give us something to do to pass the time, at least for us that are at home. I know for Sam, he still is working, so his he will not be participating, but hopefully we can get a good crowd of people participating and lifting our spirits and our morale. So if you were in Lord of the Rings chat, my gracious, that was a train wreck on my end. Between my computer, between I think StreamYards was having problems, and between the internet, I was it kept kicking me out of the stream, and I'd no sooner get back into the stream than I would be good for a little bit, then I'd freeze and get kicked out again. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh." So by the end of the hour, I was done. I was like, "I am so over this." So, and then it is. And, everyone's had their schedules of like, I'm streaming on this day at this time, and this channel's streaming at this time and this time. And I think that that's just kind of went ka-chunk, like it's went out the window, because everyone's home and we're looking for something to do. And so we're like, oh, hey, let's go live. So, um, I know that there's at least two other channels that are live right now besides mine. Stevie Lee, hello. How is Roller Coaster Tycoon going? Spencer Moore, thanks for stopping in to bop that like button. And thank you for the reminder. Everyone, if you have not done so yet, please click on the like button for this video. If you are on mobile, if you hit the little X up here from the chat, you can go right over here and bop the like button, and I will bop the like button for myself. So please, if you don't mind doing that for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Likes help the channel very much. Mouse Talk is now live as well. So I said hello from the PSV stream. They might be working on setting up some new studio space and trying to see what it looks like in frame. Been there and done that. Got sick of it. Now I'm gonna go watch Disney Plus. Disney Plus. I think that there are so many platforms, because see, Sam and I don't have cable. Sam and I have Hulu, we have Netflix, and there's so many other free um apps where you can get videos or shows that you really don't need to pay for it. Um I've been kind of deliberating. um Rachel, Myers and the Mouse's biggest fan. Welcome in. You're multitasking. You're watching me and Yeehaw Bob. Oh, cool! Is Yeehaw Bob live on his Facebook again? I know he was doing that the other day. I hope Yeehaw Bob. If you don't know, he was a performer at Port Orleans Riverside. He played the piano, part of that show. So I believe you. If you search Yeehaw Bob on YouTube, you will definitely find a video of Yeehaw Bob. Oh. Let me tell you, I will probably be going to bed early tonight. But I know directly after me there's so many other great channels who are live streaming. And so it's almost hard to keep up with everybody sometimes. And if you are looking for other family friendly channels to watch, go to theliveplace.com. The Live Place is hosted by Dean. Dean shows uh on the website, shows everyone who is live streaming that he knows about that day. So currently it shows that Lena, PSV, which is where you're at, is live, followed by Bob and Ashley Sunday Night Chat, which is then followed by DizTube with Dole Whip Dad. Again, with Dole Whip Dad is Creator Talk. If you are a YouTube channel and and you have content, or you want to improve your content, make sure to check out Creator Talk. It will greatly help you in navigating um, stuff for your channel. And then we get into Mondays. And I can't believe tomorrow is Monday already. It's Somebody said that this week seemed like a whole year. And I know that we're gonna start counting how many times I yawn, and this could become a Cheez-It eating game. Every time I yawn, I have to eat a Cheez-It. um, Amy is watching The Princess and the Frog on Freeform. Stevie Lee says to watch Frozen 2 or not Frozen 2. If you didn't watch Frozen 2, what would your option be, Stevie Lee? Thanks, Rachel. If you want to watch it live, look up Bob Jackson on Facebook. Thank you, Rachel. Appreciate that. So, there is, and so in Kansas, our governor has already put into effect that there will be no more in classroom schooling for the remainder of the year. They've already canceled in classroom school, so everything is going to be done either online or via packets. So this past week was spring break, and going into spring break, they had said that there would be school the following Monday, which would have been tomorrow, as normal. Um, that they would let us know if anything changed. Well, it changed pretty quick in the middle of the week. Um, and it seems, and really, I think that happened Monday. I think. I think it was Monday. Sam, Monday's when we took stuff over to the transfer point, right? Yeah, Monday. So like the first day of official spring break is when the governor said we're closing in-room schooling for the remainder of the year. It will all be done online. And I was like, well, that happened fast. That was like from Friday to Monday. I'm not a mod, or else I'd piss link. I think that if people want to search it, Rachel, they can find Bob Jackson on Facebook. I appreciate it too. Um, New York too. The parents have to teach the kids through the packets. Not right now, Steve. I think I think we're good right now on that. If you're interested, go look up Bob Jackson, Yeehaw Bob on Facebook. Um, so this next week is an extended spring break. So the Arizona, my college canceled my class. Oh, I'm sorry that your college canceled your class, Taylor. I hope that you are getting some sort of reimbursement um for that. Like, are you getting, if you're staying, I don't know if you live on campus. Um, excuse me. Do you live on campus? If so, are you getting reimbursed for that? If you like, if you don't mind saying, how that's working, you for you, your friend at the Air Force Academy has all of his classes online now. That's interesting. So this next week for us in Kansas is an extended spring break, and the teachers are going in to work on where do we go from here? Where do we go? Like, how do we help the students succeed at home, especially when not all the parents feel like they are equipped to homeschool their kids. So they are working on getting all of that put together for um, the next little bit. I know that some schools are doing weekly packets where they are like on Monday, you would go through, maybe if you're picking up the free breakfast and lunch bags, that you pick up a packet, you drop it back off with the teacher the following Monday. Um, when you pick up your next, so it's like a cycle. Monday, you pick up your packet, you work on it through the week, and then the following Monday, you drop off the old packet, you pick up a new packet. And that's especially true with like your younger classes. Your younger grade levels who like they don't want like a ton of computer time. Then you've got like high school and college where they can do a lot more online and they can just like submit their work that way. You're at home, thankfully you're not worried about anything other than the class. Most college aren't wanting to pay students back for their food or dorms they've already paid for. Oh wow, that's not cool, Taylor. Um, I'm glad your class was reimbursed, but that's not cool that they aren't gonna refund for food or dorm that they're not gonna use because it's only March. Stevie Lee says, I have no idea when my schools are opening or what's going on. Well, where I graduated, I don't live in my hometown anymore, and I don't pay attention to the one here. Um, yeah, so I mean, I think for everyone, it's just kind of this little waiting game to see, what each area is going to do. It is just crazy. I'm sorry, I'm trimming the again. Thankfully, you don't live on campus. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Well, yeah, I don't blame them, Taylor. I would be pretty mad too. I know even when I was in college, the money I didn't use for food, I got reimbursed. I got a check. Um, so maybe they just haven't like finalized everything yet. I hope that's the issue and they're not really just going to hold on to it. If they do, I hope that they give it as a credit towards next year. That would at least be something. Then if you're a senior, maybe it would be like, woo, sorry about that. Applied to like graduation like expense because I know it's like $300-400 to get your actual like diploma in college. Cricket Fox, for those of you who don't know, Cricket Fox is in Australia, so she is just kind of waking up. Colleges here are going to online. We still have schools open at this point. They finish up a semester this week and then we'll go on break. Not sure how long it will be closed. I think we are all just playing waiting games at this point. Thankfully, Sam still has his job. He works for manufacturing truck beds and trailer beds and stuff for farmers and different other companies. So he kind of has a little bit of job security at this point um, because the farmers still need trailers. The farmers still need truck beds, and so that's nice. I went from working at the chamber to working from home, and then I was substituting at the school, and so I'm not subbing at the school anymore. They've laid off pretty much anyone who is a sub is, pretty much doesn't have a job anymore. They're going to use the people that they have paying, salary or, whatnot for the things that they need done at the school. Oh, gracious. Oh, so it is it's just, unknown. And I think for a lot of people, the unknown is scary. Sorry, I was getting notes and I wanted to make sure and acknowledge. I try to acknowledge messages and comments on my channel as soon as they pop up on my channel because otherwise I sometimes will forget to do it and then I feel like I am letting you guys down or by not acknowledging you. So for some reason, if I don't acknowledge your comment right away, I really do apologize because I really do try to make sure to acknowledge you as soon as possible. Oh, see if I'm missing anything in the chat. If you don't know, StreamYard is like behind um YouTube chat for live chat. So I always try to keep up. I look at live chat via my phone. Some people use a pop out from YouTube, but that to me is just too confusing. I just will use my phone and it works just the same. So what are people's plans for this week? Are you still going to work? Are you home? Are you taking classes online? Are you taking advantage of some time to like get some extra housework done? Are you reading a book? Are you working on a craft? What is everyone in the chat doing to help combat um I call it the stir craziness. I dealt with this beginning of the month. You all know I was pretty super sick with an upper respiratory virus that I really just can't shake the cough. Um, it does seem to get worse like towards the evening. As you can tell, I'm coughing a lot more tonight than I was like this morning during craft and chat. You don't know how I sounded during nerd chat because I just couldn't get it to work. Stevie Lee says my boyfriend's work went down to working 2 days a week. Will still get his full hours pay. Thing is, well, that's awesome. I applaud the companies who are taking care of their employees during this time because while it's not the employee's fault, it's also not the company's fault. And they're especially if the company is having to shut down and they're still choosing to pay, that is a company that I 100% want to support. Tangled in the Magic says, I am home since my class was canceled. I'm cleaning, baking, and crafting. And that's a wonderful thing to do. I have a red velvet cake sitting in my cabinet, and I'm pretty sure that tomorrow I'm going to bake it. um, Stevie Lee says, cleaning, playing video games, and trying to relax. Tina McNeil says, wow, Lena, you are everywhere today. Tina, this is my third live stream of the day. Sundays are really busy for me, especially if it's a day where there is scrap room Sunday as well. Excuse me, guys. Mama and I actually had to kind of go through and say, "Hey, we need to almost like kind of cut back a little bit on our scrap room Sunday days because I know she was getting um like some headaches and um from being on the streams a lot, and that's kind of something that's been happening for me um this past week. I've been a lot of live streaming this week. Tuesday I streamed with Kenzie Days. Wednesday I streamed. Thursday I streamed. Friday I streamed. Yesterday I did not. And then today I've streamed since 11 a.m. because in between, like when we stopped at 4, between 4 and 5, what you guys don't realize is that I was still streaming. I was working on videos and like for um my quarantine craft party piece, I was videoing an update of where I was at so far there. Between craft and chat and nerd chat, I was out filming a video for the rainbow scavenger hunt. So literally, I have been on my phone or on the computer since 8 o'clock this morning. So, um, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1 to 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6. I will have been on the computer or on my phone for 10 hours straight today. And I will go from here to another stream. Thankfully, I'm not a mod for the next for Bob and Ashley, thankfully. Excuse me, because I can literally sit here, I can work on my needlepoint, I can sit in my chair exactly like this with my hands on my head, my eyes closed, and simply listen. I could say, "Hey, I'm ninja watching" with my eyes closed and just listen. I don't have to look at the computer, I don't have to read chat, I don't have to try to mod. I can simply be. Um, and then tomorrow I'm going to be, my schedule this past week literally has been from 9 to noon, I was on a live stream. From noon to 3, I was working on my house. About 2:30, I was starting dinner. And then Sam's home by 4, so we were doing something for dinner. And then Sam's been going to bed fairly early. And then I was up late a lot of nights this week. And so I really need to get a better schedule in place for this next week. Yeah, Steve was like, "Whoa, don't get more sick." I am trying. I need to take an Alka-Seltzer cold and cough after this stream is over and try to help combat some of the irritation that is going on. Tomorrow, I probably will not be on a live stream unless it's like in the evening. During the day, I'm going to try to work on I've got some videos that need editing. I can do that without doing a whole lot of talking. And I've got the pajama day vlog that I want to create, and I want to do some research. Cargo, perfectly cat. Michael Riley, welcome all into the chat. It is Lena. It is Scrap Room Sunday, which means Lena's rambling for an hour by herself. I will say, and those of you who have um, done a live stream with um, another person, it is really, it sometimes gets hard to talk to yourself. Like you're talking to the chat, but literally you're having a conversation with yourself for an hour. It is so much easier when you have someone to talk to in the stream, whether you can interact with a person like beside you, and you can interact with the chat. It's very interesting. So I pulled up our schedule and I wanted to let you know what specific Sundays are actually scheduled craft and chats on Sundays. the ones for this month are over. Today was the last one for March. Um, then April 5th and April 26th, May 3rd, 17th, and 31st, June 14th, and June 28th. And so that's the scheduled craft and chats. But with everything going on right now, I know Mama's home and I'm home. I know there's people that are home and whatnot. So you never know when we're going to go live, like on a unscheduled time. So make sure that you have that to double check your notifications. Make sure the bell is solid, so that you know if we do like a surprise stream, not only for me, but like everybody in the chat. If you are not subscribed to someone in the chat, make sure to go check out their channel. I know Perfectly Cat has a great channel. Cargo, we love her. Stevie Lee, Michael Riley. What happens on June 19th? Nothing on June 19th that I know of. If I've forgotten something, I blame it on the fact that I'm really tired. Kat says you're eating meatless and cheeseless lasagna, so basically noodles and sauce. That's all right. I think for dinner tonight we're having leftovers. We're gonna finish up um, ham and meatloaf and honey glazed carrots and roasted potatoes and other stuff that's in the fridge. I think I've got some Honeycrisp apples and I have caramel dipping sauce. Like, I bought the little individual cups so that I could like portion it out. Otherwise, I would literally sit and eat caramel sauce. So I think I'll have an apple and some caramel dip with dinner. It's kind of nice to, and tomorrow night, we talked about this during Craft and Chat, I think, that we're going to have broiled steaks tomorrow for dinner. I just have to decide what to put with it. I might do up another batch of biscuits. When I was grocery shopping at the commissary on Tuesday, they had some um, biscuit mix. It was just add water. And so they were really good. I kind of doctored, like with everything that comes from a mix, you have to add to it. So I added some because they're supposed to be cheesy garlic. And so I added more of like of a garlic parsley seasoning, and it wasn't really like it wasn't cheesy, and the thought of like, ooh, it's kind of cheesy. It was like these little weird flecks of cheese in it. And so I think I might like shred. I've got some block cheese in the refrigerator. I might like shred a little bit into the dough as I'm mixing it and see how well that works. Yeah. Oh, yes. June 19th is Cargo's birthday. I knew that. I did. I knew that. I I don't know if you can tell. Oh, I am so tired, guys. I will not torment you without I look much better with glasses. Um, so that I do not forget, I have this little handy dandy notepad. Kat, here is the list we were talking about. Um, June 19, Cargo B-Day. I have it written down. You had cube steaks and roasted potatoes. Kat, list. Here's the list we were talking about during Craft and Chat. And you can come back and pause it, and so you can grab it. Cube steak and roasted potatoes. Something that I have found over the past couple weeks is I can actually make a really decent roasted potato. Um, I prefer the baby potatoes because they cook easier, but I don't mind using a regular sized potato. I think I might I've got regular potatoes and I have sweet potatoes. And I think what I might do, okay, Kat, awesome. I think what I might do is I might slice up and try to do some sweet potato fries, like slice them like steak fries. Oh, it's in your screen name. 619. Oh my gosh, that's wow. Okay. Um, you can tell me in the chat who realized that that was Cargo's birthday in her screen name. Do not feel bad by saying, Lena, you're such a dork. Don't feel bad to say it because apparently I am. Oh, wow. I'm glad I'm watching this while already eating, right? Like I'm making people hungry today. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know how I didn't connect. Okay, I'm glad that other people other than me did not connect the dots together. I feel much better about that. Oh, well, guys, it is 5:45, and I have been live streaming for almost 10 hours. Real Men Cook, welcome in, stopped by to give you a like. I appreciate you stopping in and smashing that like button. Reminder to everyone else who's in the chat, make sure that you have smashed that like button. I thank you guys so much for being in here today with me. If you are just in here for Scrap Room Sunday, if you've been in and out of the streams all day, if you have been in one stream today, I appreciate it so much. I appreciate the support. You do not understand how much I care and love each of you. Please, please, please stay safe, practice social distancing. If not for yourself, do it for someone that you care about. If you are looking for something fun to do, go to YouTube. Find a craft. Find find a new recipe. Sam is super thrilled that I am enjoying cooking again because I went through this spurt where I didn't want to cook, and he loves when I try new recipes or I bring out an old dusty recipe that we both really enjoyed and I make it again. So do something to lift your spirits, do something to lift the spirits of someone in your life, even if it's just sending them a message and simply saying, "Hey, thinking about you today, how are you doing?" If, as I said earlier, if you need someone to talk to, if you need someone to 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 just be sad with, if you need someone to share great news with, or someone just to lend a listening ear, please do not feel like that you cannot message me. You can message me on Twitter. I don't really check my Twitter, but I promise to check it at least once a day for the next while. If you message me on Instagram, you can message me on Facebook. I am here for you just as I would hope you would be there for someone else or even myself in this time when we all need to make sure and not only keep our emotional and physical health up, but we also need to keep our mental health up and keep ourselves focused that this isn't going to last forever and that let me tell you, when this is all over, I will be finding someone outside of my family to hug. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time.